What's going on, guys? Randy here with Marino's Collectibles. We got a quick video I want to share with you, a comic that I've been sending out to CGC the past couple years to get signatures on it. I've been sending in for the in-house signing at CGC headquarters. This is a PC book I got here. If you're new to the channel, stay tuned, hit the subscription, hit the like, comment down below, all that good stuff, share. You're not going to want to miss this. Alright guys, we are here with this book. It's already open. I know the grade because I read and pre-submitted it, so I'm just going to get right into it. I'll tell you one thing though, you got one book, this is how it comes back. This is crazy. This thing getting damaged at all. So a little story about this book. I had a couple. I was collecting these since 99, and I had probably like 6 of them. I used to get a subscription. Long story short, yada yada yada. I started getting back into collecting comics 2017. Got introduced into grading. I've been grading books ever since. But this one particular book, I went with my highest top 4 graded comics. I submitted them. I kept the highest 2. I told the second, sold the second highest 2 after me to my buddy, and we've been resubmitting it every time to get more signatures added to it. And what would be a good book to have signatures on it besides ASM 700 and all those other books like that? But we did Wizard 1. I don't have the 9.8, but I do have the 9.6. Before I tell you the signatures on it, I'll tell you a little background really quick. What year was it? 22. Yep, 22 is when I started, so it just turned 25. So we'll say 2.5 years. I've been submitting it, and then you gotta wait the 6 to 8 weeks. You get it clean and press. It's another 2, but it's really like 3 months you're waiting, sometimes 4 months. So you'll be lucky if you get 3 signatures out of a year. If you want to add all these signatures to a single book. So sometimes you'd have, let's say you want Frank Miller, but you want Chris Claremont. Sometimes they're running the same time, and you can't have the signature for Frank Miller and then send an invoice or email to CGC and say, hey, I want Chris Claremont to sign it. They don't do that. I don't know why they don't do a crossover like that. I think it'd be cool, but it's all money, guys, the gimmick. But so anyway, I submitted this. It came back a 9.6. My other one came back a 9.4. The other 2, whatever. I'm going to just tell about the 2. I started just submitting this 9.6, and it has 8 signatures on it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 signatures on it, and it stayed a 9.6 every time. I was cleaning and pressing it probably 3 or 4 times, and then my buddy's like, that type of cover with that film on there, it might start wearing and stuff. He's like, if it's just getting signed, and he's like, don't even send for the clean and press. Just save that extra, whatever it is on there, $5, $10, I don't know, and just submit it. So I kept doing that, and it stayed the 9.6. So I'll show you the book up close. All different colors. You got that like nice green, black, light black, silver, white, pink, reddish, I don't know, whatever color that is. And I think that's, yeah, another white, but okay. So this was first signed by Jim Lee on 8/16/22. And Jim Lee's signature is, oh my God, right there. He did the pink. And let me tell you this, every time I submitted it, I asked to sign anywhere they want except for Spider-Man's face. I'd rather have it just open and visible, but it ended up getting slightly covered. Second, if anyone was to sign, this would be Tom McFarlane himself. And after I got this back from Jim Lee, I only cared about Jim Lee and Todd for this at first. And then I was like, no way, Todd is actually really doing the signing. Bam, perfect timing. I had him sign it. And Todd's signature right there. T. McFarlane. So that was my second signature, and that was on 2/19/23. So that was 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So 5.5 months later. Then, of course, I looked at the history of this, who the editors were, who did everything, who did the work, the cover art, the interior, who was all a part of this family, not necessarily even in this book, just the comic family, all that surrounded this at this time in 1991. And Alex Ross, baby. Excuse me, Alex Ross. And they said he was doing a sign. I said, no way. He's never done a CGC in-house signing before. I gotta get him. And I did. So we got Alex Ross to sign, and he chose the pink, or the red, right here, right by Jim Lee. Pretty cool. And that was on 5/30/23. So I got 1 for the end of 22, 2 for 23. Then I was like, you know what? Who else was a part of that faction? Rob Liefeld. And I got Rob on here. Where'd he go? Okay, right here. Rob Liefeld, he did the black. And that was on 9/6/23. So I did get 3 signatures that year in 23. And then the end of 24, there was no one else that I wanted anything signed. At the end, they did the Wolverine 50th anniversary, and I was like, no way. And they had the bundle package. There was 5 altogether, and I picked Frank Miller, Joe Rubenstein, Roy Thomas, and John Romita Jr. Oh no, excuse me. Chris Claremont, Frank Miller, Joe Rubenstein, and Roy Thomas, and that was 5/8/24. So we got Chris Claremont, who's right there, his iconic chicken scratch signature. You got Frank Miller, everyone knows that, the big F, right there. He did right across Spider-Man's chin. Next up was Joe Rubenstein. His is pretty simple. He did it right here, which is cool. He did it this way in silver. Then we have Roy Thomas, and he's simple. He did it right above Spider-Man's hat. And then the last signature that I just got back. Oh, so this has 9 on it. I made a mistake. 9. I just got this back September 26th, 2024. Or that's when he signed it. John Romita Jr. And there he goes, smashing Spider-Man's face with his JR. But all good. So this book has, let's just double, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 signatures on it, guys. And it stayed a 9/6 every time. I'm going to keep submitting this. I still have, I think, at least another 20 signatures I'm going to get on this, and then I'm going to stop submitting it. And this is PC. I did sell my 9.4, more like a trade, to my nephew Will, who has my 9.4, had my 9.4. Now he has it, and that ended up with 4 signatures, the original 4, which was Jim Lee, McFarlane, Alex Ross, and Rob Liefeld. And then I just said, you know what, it's kind of costly sending 2, 4 books out, getting SIGs, and I just was going to keep one in the long run for myself. So this is it. This is my baby, and I'm happy to have this in my collection, even though I don't have it even 20% of the year because it's out at CGC. So again, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscription button, the bell for notifications for any time I release content. Like, comment down below, share, and remember, guys, respect the hunt, collect with purpose. Peace.